Hi everyone, welcome back. For today's mani, we're going to be dipping in a dip powder from Nails Truly and playing with a really fun Christmas decal sheet. It is these really fun Christmas lights. Also, the dip powder that we're using today glows in the dark. This color right here, it is everything. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I'm completely obsessed with decals, and that dip powder that was in my sub bag, the Mallory sub bag that was a Disney theme. This is almost comparable, but yet it's even more beautiful. It is super full coverage, and guess what? It glows in the dark. So this color right here, it is called GlowUp. It is so full coverage. The glow is unreal. So wait till you see the finished mani with the nails completely covered with this beautiful color. Also adding those really fun elements of those decals that are Christmas lights. It's kind of like you have a mani that is decked out with Christmas lights and it's glowing in the dark. So you have best of both worlds. Not only do you have a super festive mani, but yet it glows in the dark. So overall, so fun. So we're doing the gel method today, and as you probably already noticed, check out the coverage of this dip powder. It is everything. It's super full coverage. Nails Truly Co. has amazing dip powders. If you didn't know, not only do they have amazing high quality decals, but they also have amazing high quality full coverage dip powders. They're very finely milled. They're super buttery, very velvety in my opinion. And I just love the full coverage. So if you are just looking for like a base and you still want that glow in the dark, you could easily get away with one coat and then go ahead and do some nail art over this or decals. So you could totally leave this mani as is, but I wanted to test this powder out and do another coat. So we're going to go right in and do a second coat of this beautiful color here. And it's even better with another coat. Like just when you thought things couldn't get any better, but it just brings more in that pearl finish. And you can really see the difference here, the two dips versus one. The color is definitely more vibrant and that shimmer is unreal. So I finished the rest of the dips off camera. Now we're gonna go ahead and file and buff. Filing and buffing is gonna be the same since I did a very thin layer of gel base and these dip powders are super finely milled. Everything is laying really flat. So I'm just cleaning up the sidewalls here and just reshaping ever so slightly, but that's all I needed to do with the filing and buffing, and I did the rest of the filing and buffing. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to seal in this dip powder with a layer of gel base. We're going to cure for 30 seconds, and we're going to apply a layer of gel base on all the nails, and I am curing as we go. Also, if you are looking for nail lamp suggestions, I do have two that I highly recommend in that description box below. I would say I definitely use my UV lamps pretty hard. I do about 2 to 3 manis a day, kind of put it in perspective on how much I use my UV lamp, and I use the gel method almost 90% of the time. So just throwing it out there that I am pretty rough on my lamps, and the two that I have listed below are definitely my ride or die UV lamps. Now, after we cured, we're going to get into these really fun Christmas decals. They are everything. I really love the whole like Christmas light thing, plus the mani's going to glow in the dark. So I'm kind of living for this moment right here. It's just overall really fun. It's something different than like your traditional kind of Christmas mani or holiday mani. I just think there's just something really cute about Christmas lights. So we're going to do a tree on one of the nails. So now that we have that tree decal on there, I'm taking this flat brush, which I use for decals all the time. I love this brush so much, and I'm using just a little bit of acetone to ever so lightly clean up the decal that's hanging over the free edge, and then I'm also flattening down any wrinkles or lines. Also, I'm using room temperature water. If you are using decals, always use room temperature water, and I place the decal in there for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then that backing paper easily comes off. I really like to use a jelly stamper because I feel like I can really see where I'm putting it. But another good reason why I like to do my gel base before I go ahead and apply decals to it, and again, that gel base is cured, is because it gives that nail a little bit of a tacky surface, and then it helps give you a little bit more wiggle room because a nail wrap or a decal is pretty fragile material. So if you are tugging on it or pulling on it and it's really stuck down there, you're gonna actually tear it. So I feel like with the gel base that's cured, you get a little bit of wiggle room so you can kind of move that nail wrap around or decal and get it to where you really want it, and then just go in with your flat brush and then just flatten out any lines or wrinkles. If you have any decal hanging over that free edge, you can go ahead and then just carefully go ahead and clean that up with the flat brush. But overall, this is like the best way For me personally, to apply decals, it works great. You can never really even tell that it's a decal unless like I'm telling you it's a decal, like that's how flat it's laying to the nail. So this method just works great. Also for acetone, I mentioned it before, make sure you are using 100% pure acetone, staying away from any acetone that has any extra minerals or vitamins or strengtheners in it, because that is not going to go well with the decals. It's a little bit more harsher, I feel like, and I cannot manipulate the decal as well as I can using the Onyx 100% acetone. I feel like the Onyx brand is amazing for decals. It's also a little bit more forgiving, so when you are taking that flat brush directly on the top of that decal, it's not eating away that decal right away. You have some time to actually go ahead and really smooth out the lines without destroying your decal sheet. So that's why I really love the Onyx brand, and I do have that listed in the description box below if you are interested in getting an acetone or any of the items that we are using today, including these super cute decal sheets. But I'm just now angling these lights. I thought it'd be really cute to kind of just angle some lights, kind of like we're stringing them up here on the nail, and I'm gonna go ahead and add another row to this as well. But I just had so much fun. You can do so many different things with this decal sheet. You can cut them to any size you want, even though like the strings are really long. You can go ahead and cut individual bulbs and place them on like a hand-drawn Christmas tree for some nail art. You can really manipulate and cut these and create a mani that's gonna fit any style of holiday mani. That's something that I really like about Nails Truly decals, is that you can totally trim them and customize them to make the mani really just be yours and just come to life. And overall, there's such a great variety, especially for Christmas. So stay tuned. Next week, we're really going to start ramping up some really fun holiday decals from Nails Truly. So here's what the mani looks like with all the decals on. And then to seal everything in, I do like to do a layer of gel base on all the nails and cure for a full 30 seconds. Make sure you're capping that free edge as well. I went ahead and did the gel base on the rest of the nails. Now we're finishing up with a layer of gel top coat, and I'm going to cure for 60 seconds. Did the rest of the nails, and here's the finished mani. I love this mani so much. It's just, there's just something about the Christmas lights that are just lighting up my whole heart right now. It's just a little bit different than like your normal Christmas manis, and I'm totally here for it. Especially, I'm going to say it again, because it glows in the dark, and it's just, I think, just a fun little twist on those Christmas lights and not like your traditional Christmas mani. So overall, so fun. Everything's laying really flat. That dip powder, it is everything. So definitely make sure you add that dip powder. It is called GlowUp on your next Nails Truly order. I also have a discount below if you're ever looking to save as well. But I hope you enjoyed this mani and seeing some decals being applied in action. And I hope this inspires you to try some decals. Again, if you are newer to decals, you can always try on a swatch stick as well before you go in and directly do it on your finished mani. So just a little tip, if you are looking to practice, definitely try on swatch sticks. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.